everybody. Today I'm bringing you this photograph of my daughter-in-law and grandson baking cookies with her family. This layout was actually a challenge layout for the Crafty Maven Getaway Weekend online crop that we did at the end of January. The challenge was to use an old collection from who knows when. So I took that to heart and I went to my sassafras last paper, and I found that heart paper there, and it reminds me of Christmas cookies because they're making Christmas cookies here. They look kind of like cutouts, and the brown and tan colors are really leading me in that direction to kind of think that way. Then, so that background paper, heart background paper, is from the Serendipity collection. It's called Lots of Luck, I guess because it looks like a 4-leaf clover. And then I found that Studio Calico pink word paper in from South of Market, and it's called Made with Love. And when I look at it on the right in the words, it says Made with Love, and I just thought that was really cute because that's going to be kind of like the bottom word, and I'm pointing that out there where it says Made with Love. I want to make sure you see that, and I'm going to use one of the flare badges that are sitting on the side to kind of help emphasize that. Now, I couldn't find dates on either of those two papers, but they're old, just so you know that. I've cut down my paper there, and I'm going to kind of position a couple of flare badges around the layout here. I did put a journaling card, 3x4 card from Elle Studio there. I don't know what collection it's from. I suspect it came from a Valentine's Day pack from 2 years ago, which would have been 2014, just because of the color of what it is. Now I've gone back to my sassafras here again, and I have this border sticker, but I can't tell you what collection it's from because it's not labeled, and because those collections are old, who knows what it's from. But I've pulled off a piece, and I'm going to use that piece at the bottom of the Studio Calico paper. I'm going to ink everything here in my Tim Holtz Vintage Photo Distress ink just to kind of bring all the elements and papers together. And I realized as I'm looking at this layout doing the narration that I didn't ink the sticker, but oh well. Life is, it is what it is. It's on the page and it's staying that way. So I am going, and I think what I'm doing there is I'm trimming down the, and I did. I trimmed down the paper just a little bit more. It was a little too wide for my taste, so that's what I did. And the whole sort of premise and why this photo is important is my daughter-in-law's grandmother passed away earlier this year, and so they're baking cookies kind of like she used to do. So that's why this is so important. And then my grandson's having a really good time baking cookies as well, with his little brother watching what he's doing there in that photograph, because he's very curious always about what his older brother is doing. All right. So now I'm going to get that banner on the edge there, and I thought about maybe trying to get it to be a little bit round, but that was a little bit hard to do, so I'm just going to leave it as is. And then I'm playing a little bit with where I want these badges to go. So that badge on top right now it is a little house flare, and it says "Together is Best" on it. There's a little house on it, and I just thought that was so appropriate. And that is very old as well. That chevron badge there that is now pointing to the words "Made with Love" is from 2Ps. So that's pretty darn old. I'm glad that I'm able to get that used up finally. And then the bottom badge there is from the hearts, the 2 hearts there is from Recollections, and that is from last year's Valentine's Day, from 2016 Valentine's Day. That's not so old, but it does need to get used up. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab my glue dots and I'm going to put the banner down. What I don't remember here is that I need dimensional glue dots. So I've gone to get those, and fortunately for you, cut out all that time. And now I have the dimensional glue dot because this badge actually had a pin on the back of it, so it's hollow backed. So I want to get that on the layout, and I can't use just a flat glue dot like I would on, or I'm going to on the other two badges there. This layout itself is actually pretty simple, which is really nice that it was as simple as it is. Now I'm going through the chipboard from the Dear Lizzie Fine and Dandy collection, and that chipboard, I've had it not all that long. I think I bought it at Tuesday morning, but the problem is I hadn't used any of it. So I think the collection is about 2 years old, if I remember correctly, but because I haven't used any of it, I think it's time to get it on the layout, or get it on a layout. All right. So I've got that done, and now I'm also going to grab an item there that I've had for quite a while but is totally unused. It's this alphabet from Jelly Bean Soup. I don't have what color this is, but it's the brown wood color. And the reason I have that little package laying there is when I use a letter on these types of layouts, I then cross it off so that I don't have to I don't have to look for it. Like if I don't have it, I look for it. What I'm going to do though now is I'm going to actually stop this where it is, and I'm going to save you all of the time of me finding all the letters, and I'll come back when I'm getting ready to glue them on or just about done gluing them on. All right, you can see that I am just about done gluing all the letters on, and I'm just using my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive in my fine line bottle. And if you have, I have the smaller nozzle, which is the blue bottle. The yellow bottle is a little bit wider. If you have the blue bottle and you find that your quick dry or your adhesive is sticking in, just put a couple bottles or couple drops of water in the bottle, and then that will help it be thin enough for you to really flow properly. And I haven't had any problems with mine clogging since I did that. I'm using my tweezers here, and that is helping me get those dots for the eyes down. And I did miss one, but I will discover that in just a little bit. And I'm also trying to be good and remember to get those in my little cap back in the bottle, otherwise it will clog up there. I love the edge of this paper, and that's one of my favorite things about the Sassafras papers is they have those really cool border strips, and I like to use them when I can, just because I think they're really, they're cute and they're different than a lot of other papers. Now I did have a little bit of these hearts left, and I was feeling like that journaling card there was kind of boring or too plain. So what I decided to do is I'm going to take 2 of those flags and I'm putting them on the card there. So you can see that. And this is where I realized that I missed putting the one dot for the eye on top there. And so I'll just put a little, when I have really small pieces like that, I'll put, or even some of the straight pieces, I put the glue on the page and then just put the letter on top of it. All right, so I just have journaling to do, and at the end you will see a still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.